Hey guys, Jocelyn here with the Canova Group. I am a real estate agent here in Utah, and I'm also a real estate investor. I am taking you through my house hacking experience. So for myself, so I help clients do this all the time. I figured, I'll put my money where my mouth is and show you guys exactly kind of what I do and how I set things up. So hopefully you can take what you can and learn from it. So in the last video, you should have seen the property that I'm buying, why I'm buying it, and um, how I analyze the property. And then the next thing I want to do that I've already done before I closed on this property is just set up my documents and made sure that I am doing everything correctly. So I personally like to keep all my properties in different LLCs. And yes, this requires more like housekeeping and bookkeeping and more prior steps to owning a home. But I just feel safer. And when my tenants are paying me, they're paying the LLC, which I feel a little bit shielded from that property, and it seems a little bit more legit. And I feel like tenants are more likely to respect me because of that. So that's one thing I like to do. The other thing I do, as you'll see shortly, is I kind of have a Gmail account that's just for buying real estate, and I have everything organized in there. So let's take a look at how I organize that. So this is my Google account. So as you can see, I kind of have a few LLCs here. This one, I was my very first LLC, and I wish I would have thought about this before, but all my other ones are my initials followed by the house number, space LLC. So this is a lot easier to keep track. I don't want to jump through the hoops to change this one, but maybe one day I will. But this is now my system. So if you're planning on buying a lot of real estate, I suggest come up with a naming system because it'll make it so much easier when you're trying to remember things. I love having the house number in it because if I remember the house number, usually I can remember the rest of the address. So this is the LLC I created right here. So when you go in this LLC, you'll see the business docs, the purchase, the receipts, and then the books for the year. And if we just quickly go and look at one of these, I'll have a folder called taxes, which will have the year, which will have the receipts in each one, and the book in each one. So I just create everything on Google. So the first thing is the business docs. I just put all my business docs in here. You go online, you create an LLC, you get an EIN number, and then after you do this, your business is set up. If you do it prior to closing, you can usually just tell your title agent, hey, after I close, I want the title to be transferred to my LLC, send the docs. It's a $45 payment usually, here in Utah anyways, and then you'll be able to have that all squared away. And then the purchase, I just have all my purchase receipts in here, everything I need. So when you close, your realtor sends you all of your purchase documents where you already have been saving them. Make sure to save those. And then receipts, I already have one receipt in here because I paid for the appraisal. And then my books. So again, usually I have a folder that's taxes and then the year. So I'll add that here shortly. But what I like to do is I have this spreadsheet, and I have created this, and again, I have another free tool for you because you can go and below in the description and get a free version of this so that you can use it if it's something you would find interesting. So over here on the left, I have all of these columns. These are what when your accountant is going to file your taxes, or if you're doing your taxes yourself, you're going to want to have everything separated into these categories, so I just already have them on there. And then what I do is I write my reason, where it's from, the date, the purchase, and where my money came out of. In case I ever get audited, I'll know where to look. And then I just go ahead and link the receipt right in here. So if I have my receipt here, I'll left click, get link, and then I'll just link it right in there, so I never have to worry about it. Then over here is where I keep track of my payments. And after I go through this, I will show you one of my other spreadsheets that has the color coding, because I have all these color codings on there. Up here, I guess you can just disregard this, but right here I have my upstairs unit, my late fee for that unit month, and then the deposits. So each month I'll track it like this. So let's say that I'm gonna get a deposit of $2,500, then I'll put that in there so that I know I have that deposit. Then usually for deposits, I'll even go in and insert a note like Jeanette Sorensen, and then I'll put the deposit. Or if you have 2 tenants and they each put in a portion, I'll go and do that. And then over here, it'll be your gross monthly, then your gross yearly, and then your P&I. So your mortgage payment, this is obviously going to be higher. I don't know why that is set at that, but let's just put in something. And then how much you spend on your water, your gas, your electric, your maintenance, your capital X savings, which I put 10% away. And then your property management cost, I'm managing myself, so that's 0. And then monthly costs, sorry. And then my net month, my net year. This is kind of messy because I haven't really got it all set up completely yet. But you get the idea. And then if I go into one of my other, let's go to this fourplex. This is one of my properties that I'm keeping track of. So as you can see, I have all my expenses over on this side, and then I have my 4 units. If they pay, I put the blue. If it's a lease, I'll do a light blue. If they miss their payment or vacated, I'll do red. And then if I'm expecting a payment, I'll change it to yellow. And then my P&I costs, my electricity bills, my monthly costs, net month. Anyways, you get the point. By the time it gets over here, I know exactly how much that property's making me, and then at the end of the year, I can go and turn that into my CPA. Down here, I kind of have show you on this one. So essentially I put in all these expenses here, and then I also go and put them in over here, so that just I know exactly what day, and I just have a little bit more month. So this is like mainly for tenant payments, and then all this stuff is just to help me track like how much I should pay myself or how much my property's making. So anyways, you can have a free one of these that I made, and you'll just have to give me your information and join my newsletter, and then I will email this to you. If you also, and then that's pretty much the biggest thing when setting up this business. My property is I have my LLC, I have its own Google folder, I have my naming system, I have all my docs. I also go and open up a business bank account that I use, and then I also use a software called Inigo that I will show you more about that. I also use this software. I will show you more about this in a future episode, but I've already created an account on there. And then once I have all of that created, then I'm ready to rock. I have, the closing ready. I have everything kind of set up for organizational purposes, so I'm ready to go. And then I just get to work and I keep track of everything. So I closed on this house today. The dumpster is being delivered tomorrow, and today I'm actually going to go and do some videos and pictures, some before pictures. You always want to do that. And then I'm just going to get to work. So I hope that you found value in this. I'm sorry it was a little everywhere, but organization is super important, and that's my system. I think Google Drive, like the Google Drive, if you have a Gmail, it's free. You have a Google Drive, it's free. It's, you have plenty of storage, that's also free, and it's super simple to keep everything in organized and where it's supposed to be. And you can also access it wherever. So if I don't have my computer and I'm somewhere else and I need to find or access a doc, I can pull it up on my phone or on another computer. And so I just have found that it's the best way to I guess keep organized. So anyways, that's it for this video. I hope that you learned something. Click the link below for that free property management spreadsheet that I've created. Again, you'll have to join my newsletter, but if you really don't want to be on it, you can unsubscribe later. And then there's also a link down there for if you're currently or looking to invest in Utah, you can click that link for a free strategy call. Fill out some information and we can get on a free strategy call. So hopefully you found this helpful and exciting, and I'm super excited to keep sharing with you guys this process.